Good afternoon on what is a mild, bright and sunny day. It is Wednesday the 25th of October. I've got a nice hot cup of tea and a box to unbox. I've got a rattler here, find out what is in here. And what I've got here is, this is from IDW Games, Planet of the Apes, the board game. So, Planet of the Apes. Unimpressed with man, Colonel George Taylor volunteers to become the commander of the spaceship Liberty and explore the deep recesses of space. Taylor ponders the chaos he left behind. Is man that marvel of the universe that sent me to the stars? Do they still make war against each other? Awakening under distress, Taylor evacuates to a desolate planet. With no way home, Taylor pushes forward to find intelligent life on this strange planet. The Planet of the Apes board game has wonderful players taking the roles of Taylor's varying personalities. Guide Taylor through the Forbidden Zone, escape the hunt, join the escape, unveil the mysteries of the dig, but be ready for the foreshadowing of tragedy. Roll dice and collect abilities to progress the scene forward. Survive the disasters that lie ahead and always be aware of the apes, or you might just end up in a museum. In this game, if humans see, human do. Make sure Taylor is ready for the discovery, and he may just find the way home. So these are wonderful players. All plays in 90 to 120 minutes, age 14 plus. Now the thing is, we live in quite an amazing age of board games where I keep saying this about board games based on licensed properties, which when you were a child back in the 70s and 80s, they were rubbish because essentially they were really cheap knockoffs that would entirely be sort of like either a race game or a simple card game that wasn't particularly thematic. But with the sophistication of board games that we've had in the past 20 years, even the sort of like past 10, 15 years or so, we've had some fantastically well done themed board games which feel like you're playing in the setting of the intellectual property that the board game is based on. So, for example, Alien, sort of Nostromo, the Alien board game, feels like you are going around getting things ready to leave the ship because you're being chased by the alien. Or Jaws feels like you are hunting for Jaws and then going out and attacking him, trying to get rid of him. So, hence, Planet of the Apes. Let's find out whether this is going to be any good. So now let me show you the back there again. And we open up. And this is what we've got inside. And these are the rules. So, and it's all very stark and browns and yellows to imply the desert. We have the crashed starship there, or spaceship. And we quickly get into setup and how to play the game. Quite a lot of text to read through, but I think it's trying to be as self-explanatory as possible. Things to do in the action phases and the actions that you can do. And then essentially what happens here, facing with sunrise, we've got the end of scene phase, adventure, resolve an encounter. There we go. And we have solitaire rules, make an easier game, make it a harder game, and a glossary of all the symbols. And then we have a board, which is quite a different board. So basically, because you can see it is vertical and not square or horizontal. So you've got scenes at the beginning, so you've got them escaping the ship, discovering the first bodies strung up, discovering fresh water and into the sort of forest, then being hunted by the apes, being captured in the ape city, getting to the dig, and then the final discovery. Because I did actually get a chance to see the film again for the first time in a few years, and that was on the sort of like actually in the cinema, and it's an incredibly effective film. It's really very good. If you've not seen it, absolutely recommend it. It's a thoroughly fantastic piece of science fiction, and a great movie as well. But it's also really well shot, and it's one of Charlton Heston's really good performances as well. But all the characters, the actors, like Roddy McDowall playing the apes. So we have the playing sort of like playing pieces. So and markers. So here we have essentially one of the apes hunters, complete with rifle. We have the sinking spaceship. George Taylor. And lastly, the half-destroyed Statue of Liberty sunken into the earth. Bag of counters, not quite sure what they do, but I've got a spare bag there. Cards for actions. So these have all got Planet of the Apes on the back. So let's see what those cards do. So things like setbacks, never give up, options to do. Difficult to say exactly what they are because I've obviously not read the rules. Then we've got special cards. So I'm just flipping through these. So special things like moving fast, human ingenuity, and survival training. And the rest are action cards, so they all have that back, and that's what they look like. And the artwork is all sort of like it's cartoonish, but it's definitely based upon the film, and actually, so it's well done. It's definitely not bad artwork by any means. So some cardboard pieces as well, and little standees for these. I don't want to. So you actually have sort of like again, Statue of Liberty, being hunted by the apes, George Taylor again, and the spaceship. And you've got standees for each of them. Let's see what's next in here. Just time. Those are all the dice, so they're ordinary plain dice. And then you've got these cards, so different sort of characters. So and then on the back you've got defeated. So that's the Commander Taylor. Then you've got so you've got the different parts of him. You have the Clever Taylor, the Defiant Taylor, and again defeated on the back, and then the Cynical Taylor, and then events, things like, so we've got the sinking ship, Forbidden Zone, numerous options for Forbidden Zone, and so on the back of these you have encounters and situations to resolve, like avalanche, or those scarecrows. And then we come to the swim. So you'll get quite a bit of variation in some of these scenes. So in the Forbidden Zone you've got numerous cards, but for just the swim you just have this one encounter card, and then the hunt, feeding ground, fast rider, herd the humans. So thematically this is really quite, really does fit the story. And then just one card for the caged, You've got a bit of text on the background explaining what's going on, and the symbols you've got to work your way through and checking the guide to the symbols, and then escape from Ape City. So learn first words, visit the vet. Yeah, really reassuring with that sore in his hand. Or is that paw? Heresy. We go up against an orangutan, and then escape the city. So zoo worker, monkey trial, so on, and then we get into finally made it to the dig site, and then we have, and that's the dig site itself. Later on we have righteous pursuit, and he'll return to the city. So you're essentially playing out scenes from the movie, and then you have the discovery, followed by so then you've got sort of like some reference cards. There we go. So that there is everything in the Planet of the Apes board game. Quite nicely pointed, allows you to play out essentially the story of the film, see whether it comes out the same kind of plot. So yeah, that's from IDW Games. So hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings of the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game, or in this case a board game, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing Nook. We'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.